So, you're looking for a dog trainer in Waxhaw, North Carolina, right? It can feel like a huge task, but don't worry, it's totally manageable. We're going to walk through everything you need to know, from the different training styles out there to what it might cost, so you can feel really confident in your choice. Let's jump in. Living in Waxhaw with a dog is fantastic. But let's be real, it's even better when your dog is a well-behaved companion. Imagine strolling through downtown or hitting up the farmer's market without any stress. That's the goal, and finding the right trainer is the very first step to making that a reality. Okay, first things first, before we even get into credentials or prices, we need to talk about something that's way more fundamental: the trainer's philosophy. This is the bedrock of everything they do, and you've got to make sure it's an approach you're comfortable with. So, when we talk about modern, humane training, what we're really talking about is positive reinforcement. It might sound a little technical, but it's super simple. It's all about rewarding your dog when they do the right thing. Think treats, praise, a favorite toy, whatever they love. This builds an amazing bond of trust between you two. This really breaks it down, doesn't it? On one side, you have the good stuff, rewarding good choices, building up your dog's confidence, and really focusing on what you want them to do. And on the other side, you've got the things to absolutely avoid. Anything based on fear, intimidation, or physical corrections. That old school stuff can seriously backfire and actually make behaviors worse. Not to mention, it can damage that great relationship you have with your dog. All right, so you know to look for a positive reinforcement trainer. Awesome. Now, how do you spot a truly qualified professional, and what kind of training program is going to be the best fit for your dog? Let's get into that. Here's something you should know. North Carolina doesn't actually require a specific license for dog trainers. That means certifications are really important. Think of them as proof of a trainer's commitment and knowledge. A CPDTKA means they've passed a big test on the theory behind training. KPA CTP shows they have proven hands-on skills. And if you're dealing with something serious, like aggression or severe anxiety, that IABC CBDC credential indicates a true specialist. So you've found a qualified trainer. Now what? Well, training isn't one size fits all. The format of the training, how it's delivered, really has to match what you're trying to achieve with your dog. Let's look at the options. Group classes, they're perfect for practicing manners and focus around the distraction of other dogs. Need to work on something really specific to your pup? Private lessons give you that focused, one-on-one attention. Is your dog an expert at, say, surfing the counters? In-home training tackles those issues right where they happen. And then you have board and train. That's more of an immersive, intensive option for bigger training goals. Okay, let's talk about the money side of things, because that's a big factor for everyone. What should you budget for dog training here in the Waxhaw and Union County area? Let's break it down. Just to give you a quick ballpark figure, a single private lesson, usually about an hour or a little more, is probably going to be somewhere in the $100 to $180 range. This is a good baseline to have in mind when you start making calls. And here's a more complete picture of the costs. As you can see, a 6-week puppy class is going to be priced differently than a board and train program. In-home packages are a bigger investment than group classes. And one little tip, buying a package of lessons almost always saves you money in the long run compared to paying session by session. A really great trainer doesn't just teach your dog to sit in a quiet room. They help you succeed out in the real world, our world, right here in Waxhaw. That means knowing the local rules and, just as important, the best spots to go practice those new skills. Okay, 2 super simple but really important rules for all dog owners in Waxhaw. Number 1, your dog has to be on a leash and under your control whenever you're off your property. It's the law. And number 2, North Carolina law requires your dog to be vaccinated for rabies and to wear that tag. Easy to follow, and they keep everyone and every dog safe. So where can you go to put all this new training to the test? We've got some great spots. Cane Creek Park is awesome for practicing those leash skills on the trails. The Waxhaw Dog Park is a fantastic fenced-in space to safely work on recall. And if you want to level up, the miles of trails at the Ann Springs Close Greenway are amazing for really proofing those skills with more distractions. All right, you've got all this info, you've done the research, now it's time to actually talk to some trainers. To make that as easy as possible, here's a final checklist of questions you should absolutely ask. This is the big one. Your first question right out of the gate. Ask them straight up about their training philosophy. You're listening for words like positive reinforcement, reward-based, and building confidence. It should be the foundation of their entire answer. And then you'll want to get into some of the details. Ask what certifications they have, ask them how they would customize a plan specifically for your dog and your lifestyle. You'll also want to know how they measure success, what all the fees are, and what happens if you need to cancel. And a really great question to ask is if they're willing to team up with your vet, especially for more complex behavior stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's not just about teaching sit and stay. It's about helping your dog become a confident, happy member of your family who can enjoy everything that life here in Waxhaw has to offer right alongside you. Just think about it. A well-trained dog means you get to have those really nice, enjoyable walks downtown. It means trips to the park are calm and fun for everyone. It just makes your whole home life that much happier and more peaceful. So good luck with your search. We hope you find the absolute perfect trainer for you and your dog.